What's up guys, welcome to another episode of Race Diaries. This is my first time riding my R6. I just collected it like 5 minutes ago, and I'm gonna do a review of it quite soon because I'm still getting used to the bike and I have a pillion right now, so not the best time to do a review. Probably in the same episode when I'm riding to somewhere else later. So I'll catch you guys later. Alright guys, I'm back to give you a proper first ride review. I just dropped my girlfriend off at her sister's house and I'm riding alone. So now I have experience of riding with a pillion and without a pillion. So let's get on with it. First off, the first thing I noticed, or what I feel when I get on this bike, is that they were not kidding on YouTube. The YouTubers were not kidding when they said it's a really aggressive and tiring stance to ride a sports bike, because it feels like I'm doing a female push-up position all the way. So if you really rely on your wrist to keep yourself propped up, you will feel really tired and your wrist will really hurt. Yeah, so I am riding using my core to keep myself up. Holy shit, man, that sound! Woo! Fucking! I've never owned a bike that sounds so great before. Finally, I get to own a proper sports bike, a class 2 bike, and it feels really great to collect your first class 2 bike, especially if it's your dream bike. So first off, I'm gonna tell you why I chose the R6. So the R6 is one of my first few choices when I am deciding on getting which bike for my class 2, because it's one of the thing is that the R6 is my dream bike. Ever since I've seen the R6 on the road for the first time, I loved it until I loved it so much that I set it as my goal to own an R6 for at least a year. So now I own an R6. I do not regret it, even though it's so damn uncomfortable. And I can see that it's gonna be a pain in the ass to ride every day, but it's gonna feel really great. You see, at a stoplight I'm already at 100 degrees Celsius. My engine is heating up pretty fast, so every second it goes up by 1 degree Celsius, so you gotta go pretty fast on the bike to keep it cool. So while riding, the heat comes from both sides on my shin. Oh my god, I was shocked by power. There was a huge surge when I reached about 10,000 RPMs. Holy fuck! Holy fuck! Holy fuck! I was really going. Oh my god! That's crazy. That's a top gear, 10,000 RPM. Oh shit, man. Feels so great. Yeah, but the bike is really very hot and the heat is coming out from my mostly right shin. But it's still bearable with long pants. I haven't tried without long pants yet, like wearing shorts. And especially in this kind of weather, it's really uncomfortable. Alright, so the difference between having a pillion and riding by yourself is that having a pillion, it's more uncomfortable because you have someone behind pushing against you every time you brake. and you're always worried that you're accelerating too fast for the pillion to hold on. But when you're riding yourself, the only problem you're facing is trying not to wheelie the bike. I pulled off at the first gear just now and I almost wheelied. Yeah, it's really scary. I have to acclimatize to the bike first before going hard on it. So for the time being, I'm gonna go slow on this bike. Power wise, what I realized is down at the lower RPMs when you're moving off at gear 1, if you're used to having riding a street bike or whatever bike that is not a sports bike, you'll be almost, I almost stopped my bike like twice because the power at the low end, the low range is really kind of weak. So you might notice that sometimes when I move off, the engine sounds weird, like when it comes to that clucking sound, it means that you're gonna stall the bike, and it's not healthy for the bike. So I'm trying my best to get used to the biting point and the power, how to move off and all that, because with a pillion you don't want to move off too quickly, risking the pillion falling off. So you have to feather the throttle and the clutch at the same time. It's really needs getting used to. Oh, and it's really hot today. Oh my god. The fan comes on at 100 degrees Celsius, so it's pretty hot. Overall, I find that this is pretty comfortable for a short 30 minutes ride or up to a 1 hour ride. And if you're going really fast, maybe a 2 hour ride maximum, because it's not the most comfortable thing to be riding long distance on. My bike comes with a stock exhaust, and it still sounds really mean, really awesome. Oh, it's so awesome, this feeling to be riding my favorite bike. You know, I feel like I've achieved everything in life when I ride this bike. If you heard that, I almost, I caused the engine to choke again. It went clucking for like 1 split second. So it's really hard to find the perfect sweet spot to move off the bike. Power wise, if you ask me about riding this in Singapore, on a first day ownership based on my first day's ownership knowledge or experience, I can see that this is an okay bike for commuting every day, if you don't mind the posture and the heat. And if you ask if this bike is powerful enough compared to a 1000cc bike, I say it is powerful enough for Singapore roads, because even a Super 4 is enough. Why not a 600cc? And I actually think that a 1000cc is overkill, because I have ridden on a R1 before, and on the first gear I'm already going at 90, so that's crazy, man. And I wasn't even revving the bike up when I was going at 90 on the first gear. So this bike is, I can say, the perfect gearing and speed ratio to Singapore roads. Just the only problem is moving off. You know, it's kind of hard to gauge. Yeah, overall it's pretty comfortable, not as bad as, you know, for the seat wise it's okay. It's not that hard that you feel damn uncomfortable on the bike. I don't really notice that my butt is hurting at all. I've been riding for maybe 20 minutes to 30 minutes. The only thing I notice is my wrist aching just a little bit, and the heat. Yeah, these are the only two things that I don't really like about riding this bike. Other than that, it's perfect, man. I love this bike. and I'm gonna live with it for the next maybe 1 or more years. Yeah, the fan is on again. So this bike, some information on it. It's a 2008 version R6 and with a new 10-year COE, and it went for 14.5 thousand. So I bought this for 14,500 with a new IU, stock paint, stock pipes, everything stock. Man, it's really hot today. I can't. Wow, so hot. You know, I feel that the trick to moving off without stalling the bike is revving it higher when you're moving off. You know, don't be afraid to twist the throttle a bit more to get it going, because making more sound, it makes more sound, but it keeps your bike healthy. It doesn't damage the bike's pistons and all that. So I think it's better to rev it up higher when you're moving off, and use your clutch to control the speed you're moving off. At least you won't stall the bike and look like a silly newbie riding an R6 while stalling at the traffic light. Alright, I'm back. Going for a swim, so I'm now in shorts and slippers. My bike is at 85 degrees Celsius, and I can already feel hot air coming from the bike onto my knees, upper shin. So I can imagine that when it's 100 degrees Celsius, it's gonna get worse. Holy shit, it's hot. Oh my god, it's really hot. I don't think I'll ever ride without long pants anymore. Oh my god. It turns really well. It feels like I'm in perfect control of the banking of my bike, turning and all that on when I'm going at fast speed. Like, it's really flickable and predictive. Oh my god, it's hot. I will never ever wear shorts again. Oh my god, it's so fucking hot, it's unbelievable. Especially when I rev it up, it's super damn hot. Oh my god. Ow, ow, that's a bump. Yeah, so the suspension is hard compared to Super 4. Oh my god, the suspension is... I can feel every bump. Yeah, definitely I can feel the suspension is a lot stiffer. So the question still stands, should you get an R6 if you're just a daily commuter, gonna ride in the shorts everywhere you go? I don't think this is the best idea to get an R6 if you're just using for commuting. Come on man, it's a 90 road, not a 75 fucking cars. Yeah, the one thing is because it's really hot. It's exactly like you're standing right in front of a conventional oven while your mom's baking a batch of cookies. It's really hot, man. I just can't stop emphasizing how hot it is. So for the good things of this bike is that it's powerful enough for Singapore roads. At 90 kilometers per hour right now, I'm going at only 5,000 RPMs on the top gear, 6th gear. If I'm riding an R1 instead, about 3rd gear, I will be at 90 already, about 3,000 to 4,000 RPMs. So definitely you can't use the full power of a 1000cc bike in Singapore. If you are going to, if you prefer hearing the sound of your engine roaring while you're cruising down an expressway, then definitely an R6 600cc bike is the best choice for you. If you're the one who don't like to change gears and prefer having a bike that, you know, is really powerful, then go for an R1 or a 1000cc bike, because 1000cc bikes are more comfortable than the R6. Holy shit, it's so hot, that's why I'm not racing with that bike. Oh fuck me, it's so fucking hot, I can't, holy fuck. Oh my god, I swear I'm riding on an oven. Fuck, man. Oh my god. Oh my god. If you really want a clue of how hot it is, just stand in front of an oven for 10 minutes. Wow. Oh fuck, it's so uncomfortable. But with long pants, I don't really feel the heat. It feels just like on a hot sunny day in Singapore when you're wearing a long pants and riding on the R6. Of course, I don't think every 600cc bikes are as hot as this bike. It's just the R6 that is designed in a way that is so damn hot. I don't know what is it about the bike that makes it so hot. Oh my god, oh fuck. Oh my god, my legs are burning. Really don't underestimate the heat when I'm saying that the R6 is really hot. Don't underestimate it. And it's saying only 89 degrees Celsius. When you're cruising on the highway, it's not gonna hit like 100, but it's still hot. But honestly, it's perfect, man. The cruising speed is the rev range when you're cruising on a highway in Singapore is perfect. Like I'm going at 100 right now, and it's not even 6,000 RPMs, and the bike really feels comfortable in this range. So my thoughts of buying the R6, I definitely do not regret buying it, because it's my dream bike, and I really wanted to get a 08 version instead of the 07, 06 version because of the minor design tweaks. But honestly, if I'm going at 4,000 RPM right now, 80 kilometers per hour, it doesn't feel hot at all. It feels like an overheated Revo. Like a Revo that's really hot. But when I'm going 90 and I push higher, it starts to burn, man. So I guess you guys have enough of me saying that this bike is really hot. I have no idea what to say anymore because I'm still trying to take all these in, you know, so much information, so much getting used to the bike that I have no idea what to talk about today. I'm gonna leave it as that. And here is a farewell video to my Super 4. I made a video for my Super 4, and it's a tribute to my Super 4, which has brought me through most of my YouTube career. It's not really a career, but you know, my YouTube journey.
Are you ready for the drop?